So, you live in Woodbine, Maryland, and you're looking for a professional dog trainer for your four-legged friend. Well, you are in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect fit.
You know, life in Woodbine is pretty special, isn't it? With those beautiful hikes in Patapisco Valley State Park and all the quiet country roads. Good training isn't just about sit and stay, it's about getting your dog ready to be an amazing partner for that unique lifestyle.
Okay, let's get started with the basics. Before you even search for a trainer, it really helps to understand a few foundational concepts and the different options you have.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And really all it means is using rewards, like a tasty treat or a bunch of praise, to show your dog when they've done the right thing. It's considered the best way to train because it builds an incredible bond of trust.
So, first things first, you've got to ask yourself, what are my goals here? Are we looking for some basic manners and helping my dog get comfortable around others? Or are we trying to tackle a very specific behavior problem? Your answer is going to point you in the right direction.
So here are the two main options you'll come across. Group classes, they're fantastic for teaching your dog to focus on you, even with other dogs and people around. On the other hand, private sessions are all about creating a customized plan just for your dog, right there in your own home.
Okay, once you have an idea of the format you want, the next step is figuring out how to check if a trainer really knows their stuff.
Now, Maryland doesn't actually require a special license for dog trainers. That's why these certifications are so important. They show that a trainer has passed some tough exams, follows a code of ethics, and is serious about keeping their skills up to date.
And this is a really key point. For basic puppy training or general obedience, a CPDT-KA is a great credential. But if you're dealing with more complex stuff like serious anxiety or aggression, you really want to find a certified behavior consultant with a credential like CBCCKA. It just means they have a much deeper level of expertise.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to look at what you can expect to pay and cover some of the local rules for Woodbine and the greater Howard County area.
Here's a quick look at some typical price ranges, just to give you a ballpark idea for your budget. And remember, since some parts of Woodbine are more rural, a trainer might add a small travel fee. It's always a good idea to just ask about that upfront.
You know, being a responsible dog owner in Howard County is also about being a good neighbor. And this is where training really helps. From teaching your dog to walk nicely on a leash to managing their barking so it doesn't bother anyone.
And the county is pretty specific about that leash rule. When you are off your property, the leash can't be longer than 6 feet. The only exception is if you're inside a designated, fenced-in dog park.
Okay, we're at the final step, and honestly, it might be the most important one. Getting ready for that first conversation with a potential trainer. Knowing what to ask makes a world of difference. Think of this as your checklist. The answers you get will tell you so much. For instance, asking how they customize plans for a rural area will show if they've thought about challenges like wildlife or livestock distractions. And definitely ask about homework. Training is a team effort, and your involvement is absolutely essential.
So, you've picked your trainer, and you're starting to learn some new skills. Now comes the really fun part. Taking it all out into the real world.
And you are lucky, because there are some fantastic local spots to do this. Patapsco Valley is just perfect for practicing leash manners with other hikers around. And for off-leash stuff like recall, the dog parks at Schooley Mill and Cedar Lane give you a safe, controlled space to work on those commands.
Choosing the right trainer really is about building a better relationship with your dog. It means you can have more enjoyable walks, calmer greetings when friends come over, and a stronger, happier bond. We wish you the very best of luck on your training journey.